Once again, I don't want to risk anything, so hands are off the keyboard. We're just gonna swap in a game, and hope the BattleNet will be kind to us. Hold your breath. Okay, cool. We're in the game. Welcome back, guys. If you're just joining us, it is game number 2 in a best of 3 for the MSI Beat It 2014 Global Qualifiers. This is, of course, the Korean qualifier, 1 of 2 to be going down, in fact. Spawning here in the bottom right corner of the map, the man leading this series, it's going to be the red Terran player, Maru.
In the upper right is the blue Protoss. It's Liquid's HerO.
So if we were casting someone like Supernova, immediately I would start talking about the potential of abusing map terrain. We see a lot of tank. I shouldn't say a lot of, but a select amount of people are often going for those sort of tank drops to go behind the rocks, somewhat similar to what we saw in King Sejong earlier today even. But I don't know if Maru is really going to go for that or not. I mean, it's definitely something in his wheelhouse, for sure. But at the same time, with the way HerO got like aggressive last game, you know, he didn't take his natural for so long. You know, if you blindly go into that, it actually doesn't work against somebody who decides to one base.
I'm not sure he's gonna be, you know, had to go into it too blindly. He did SCV scout last time, so I think the timing will work out, right? Because you can go for a Widowmine drop and not go into the tanks like Maru did. Obviously, that's because we see all the time they go for the Widowmine drop and they go into bio afterwards. So by that time, he would have scouted, he'd be able to choose. So I put a tech lab on that factory and start making tanks. I'm kind of feeling that Maru will go for it as long as he scouts. You know, heroes are going to be one basing. You know, Maru likes tanks. Or the other option, I think he's just going to go for the same thing he did last time. Again, that last series that we cast a while ago in some Korean qualifier, he did go for the tank push more than once.
Right.
Both games or all 3 games, I forget what the score was. So.
Right, so that's where I'm getting to the point that we're like, last game out of HerO was a bit odd to see him get that aggressive so early. Because that's not what you normally see. You know, as the Terran player coming up against us, you expect a small poke, but to catch things like the Mothership Core, to get a Stalker and a Zealot early on, things like this, really compile quickly.
Okay, so Maru's going to open up normally, you know, with a Reaper. And this is pretty important because HerO did put 3 guys in both gases, like, immediately. He's going to have a lot of gas, and I'm guessing Proxy Stargate?
Actually, you know what? I'd love to see, like, old school cheeky and have Maru do, like, Proxy Factory.
No, it might be...
Lift the mines to the main.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about Maru, but HerO looks like he's going to be proxying, or not proxying, hiding a Twilight Council or, you know, and a Dark Shrine. I mean, it could still be a Stargate. He just, you know, is not going to try and scout his opponent, going to guess. But it's the fact that he went to a position where he knew his opponent obviously was not going to be because there's no horizontal cross spawns. Okay, so a Twilight Council is thrown down. Upper left.
Kind of a cheeky spot for it, but almost guaranteed to go unscouted. Had Maru actually scouted wrong first, or not, like,
it would have been more dangerous,
right? Like it's the
right
chance
now,
of maybe finding it.
You can see, like, he scouts how much gas is taken. That Reaper turns around and starts scouting for a Proxy Oracle. So
actually, what is scary is it's right next to the Reaper cliff too. So if he does decide to check up here, he might just find it out of a path.
Well,
like
it'll take so long to get there because you got to like check every corner, right? 'Cause you still think it's really a Stargate. Hidden Twilight Council is of course not unheard of. It's usually hidden DTs or, you know, the Proxy Stargate more than it is hidden Blink. So
this is not a horrible map for Blink, but I would definitely not call it super favored towards it. But I guess with the mapping as big as it is, HerO probably doesn't want to take this to the late game, dealing with a lot of multi-pronged drops and trying to defend like 5 locations at the same time. So for HerO, the Blink all-in build is a bit, I'd say, uncanny because it used to be like the go-to, right? And now it's not. And I don't feel the map's going to complement this super well, but.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, it's just Maru scouted it, right? So he's gonna go in here and see just how many gateways there are. Oracle would have already hit, I believe. DTs would still be on the way, but he's kind of covering most of his base. He's never managing a base, so he probably doesn't think it's DTs, unless he starts saving scan right now. But by going for 3 racks, he's held himself. You know, he started out really nicely against what could potentially be a Blink all-in, and seeing this many gateways, I think he's figured it out too.
Well, one Stalker being a bit of a nuisance. I mean, one of the big things about stopping a blink all is just minimizing the damage you take. Like, yeah, you eventually want to push back and all this. And in fact, we've seen situations where players like Journey have lost doing the pushback too early. But you just lift this, bring it back to the main. As long as he's sitting on 2 CCs and a lot of SCVs, with a couple of good bunker placements, he'll be all right.
Also,
oh, but this Dark Shrine though.
Yeah, so he puts the Dark Shrine down because Maru did, he wasn't quite sure that it was a blink, but he sees how many stalkers are, starts putting more bunkers in all around his main. You see a second one go down. Now would be the time, though, where you think, okay, so I only see 2 stalkers. The gateways have finished by now. Is he following this up with something else other than an attack? So that engineering base should go down, or he should just definitely not use any scans, or not use any mules.
So I think Maru kind of had suspicions that was going to be Blink, right? So he's just tentative on bringing that CC back.
For
but
sure.
The retreating of those stalkers immediately reveals, yes, suspicions confirmed. So loads in one of the bunkers. I mean, he's only got 2, and you could argue that maybe it'd be nice to have more. But I think the key thing here is with 2 CCs alive, he's actually going to have scan energy available for those DTs.
Yeah, he's definitely accounting for that possibility by just, not engineering bay, but just by
banking up a lot of energy. Yeah.
Banking up scans, exactly. I wonder if HerO was going to go for, like, maybe he'll try and bust with Dark Templars, and if a scan goes down, more from the Archons, and try and bust that way?
Maybe, but Stim is just so far away. This is so scary for Maru. I mean, he's getting towards Medivacs, and I kind of like the priority of Medivacs over Stim. But, I shouldn't say over, because he's getting them in tandem, but trying to get the Medivacs out is a big deal. So he's going to come to the cliff and snipe off maybe a stalker or 2?
I'd love to get a Bishop Core. Doesn't really want to sacrifice all those Marines Marauders to focus fire the Bishop Core, though, so it does pull back. Ooh, a little mismicro from HerO.
Well, that's 1 stalker so far.
The 1-base Blink all-in just really isn't... it's not that powerful. And with 3 racks production, Maru, all he has to do is, just not get too cocky.
Abandons
so the
the
first
bunker,
goes
though.
Down.
Yeah.
But SCVs are pulled. Time Warp does go down. That's the last time we're going to see, though. And there's just not a lot of stalkers. Not quite. Medvac's almost out. Where are those DTs? Didn't he warp them in?
Yeah, he had one come in. That's why he was pulled back away from that
ledge.
Oh,
right. So the other one didn't come in.
Yeah, second one coming up to the main right now. Still got a lot of scan energy available. Problem is, if he reacts to the DTs, that's when the stalkers blink, right? There's a very frustrating dynamic to this. He actually won't catch that DT.
Annoying. It was close. That was close.
I almost wonder if building a wall at the front might be worth it, just to keep the DTs from walking by. I mean, a turret's coming down, I guess, so he'll have this covered either way. But he was gonna try and put a depot down. Oh! He does complete it just barely. So he takes care of the DT, reacts, kills the mothership core. This prevents any more stalkers blinking up to the high ground. And Maru is gonna hold this. HerO, oh wow, he's actually just gonna
Stim now. And Medivacs, I never really thought very highly of HerO's chances, to be honest. And now with
one base.
Medivacs.
If this was like Stardust style doing it off of 2, I love that style, but well, not as a Terran player, but as an observer, with everything now focused at the front of the base, it's not going to cut it. With that turret down, the DTs can't get up here anymore. Stim completed. These Medivacs might be dry, but 2 more soon to join them. There's no threat of Colossus behind this by any means. I mean, I guess for one thing, Maru's not really confirmed that there's no Nexus, but he's got to have a suspicion. Like, you put so much money into the DTs, into the Stalkers, like, there's no way you've got another base down.
Yeah. And now he just pushes across the map, and HerO might survive to the first push, although I say that he doesn't have a cannon that is a militia core for a cannon. Oh yeah, he does. It's going to have 1 cannon ready, but then Maru just picks up and goes for another Nexus. And as long as he can unload, he'll take on the Stalkers, no problem.
Actually, I guess the timing will lead to this.
Scans doesn't see the army. The army's gonna meet him right here, but
that's okay. I mean,
yeah.
The custom shells are done this time around as well. DT is gonna force out another scan. Kills it immediately. Those are not even a threat. Mothership core will go down immediately, and well, not looking good for HerO. Bottom line, Stalkers doing what they can. We got some Blink Micro coming into effect. Focusing the Marauders trying to get those dead, but not quite gonna be enough here from HerO to defend. Just barely, no less.
Yeah. The Nexus does finish. I thought it might have been sniped, but, either the Nexus gets sniped or the Mothership Core gets sniped. Both are... anything is a good option for Maru right now. All I see is consolidate and push again.
Yeah, I mean, this is the reinforcement line coming into the front lines. Another DT is warped in. I guess you never did see that pylon here at the 3rd, so... actually doesn't have any defense. Just a small rally of Marauders and Marines that might be sniped off. I think he's realized... oh... I can't land my CC. Why is that? DT's actually blocking it. Bit of a nuisance.
Yeah. Might just push. I mean,
oh, is that
yeah, you want your
scan?
CC down.
Oh yeah, you muled from the main, so we can't scan at the moment. This is actually a big deal to block that out now.
Yeah, he's still gonna win the fight. Take down the Nexus. Doesn't matter. We put SCV.
I love this offensive turret. It's so silly, but you can't afford to scan constantly, so this works.
Yep. Nexus will go down, and so will HerO's chances.
I think HerO's chances went down a long time ago.
Right. As soon as Maru scouted with a Reaper, really, like, I don't know, it was really gonna work. Thing is, if Maru doesn't scout with the Reaper, if he goes for the same build he did last time, maybe HerO does get the surprise factor going. Maybe that was his plan all along.
Turret does complete, by the way. It looks like a big joke, but this is actually an incredibly smart move.
Mm-hmm. Still can't land the CC on the other side. There we go. Cleans everything up. Now HerO can't open another one.
DT is being a nuisance against this whole time. Last stand from HerO at the top of the ramp. Our Team Liquid player looking to be on the outs here. 3 stalkers remain, barely. GG. Maru will take the series 2-0. And 2 pretty fun games, I gotta say. Less than standard, and I love it when it's like that.
Yeah, less than standard, but still, it kind of felt, I don't want to say easy, but maybe easy for Maru.
Well, I mean, when you go up against Blink builds, I mean, to explain real quick, guys, it's not like Blink objectively got weaker. It's just the maps don't cater to it the way they used to.
And one-base Blink always, I felt, depended just on not getting scouted. So.
Well, let's refresh the bracket and see where Life's at. Their match that we had asked to be held may have actually been played out, just because this one took a bit of time to get going. Life did advance to play against Gumiho. Let me see. Hey, did you play Gumiho already?